Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I will be showing you the 2022 Toyota Cross. This one is the LE trim, and this means this is the mid trim, and there's 3 trims to choose from, but let me go ahead and show you all the features this LE trim has. Under the hood there is a 2.0 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. It is connected to a CVT transmission. This engine produces 169 horsepower and 151 pound-feet of torque, and the fuel economy numbers are very good. They are 29 in the city, 32 highway, and 30 combined. Here is an MSRP sticker of this 2022 Corolla Cross. If you guys are interested in the standard features it has, just go ahead and pause the video. And the price with destination is $27,389. If you guys are curious about the color is called Celestite Gray, and it does look pretty good on this Toyota Cross. And by the way, this SUV or CUV competes against the Honda HR-V and the Hyundai Kona. And coming to the front, I think this thing actually looks pretty good. It looks like a normal SUV or CUV. For the headlight housing, it does look good. Not everything right here in the front is LED, so the daytime running light is halogen, turn signal indicators are halogen, and the high on low beam are LED, but the high on low beam are sitting in a projector tube. I really like the gloss black surrounding, or the gloss black trim around the grille. The grille itself is finished in flat black. Here is a Toyota logo. It does have the sensor inside of it, and it does serve as the sensor for the braking assist. In the bottom there is a good amount of flat black, and there is a bottom grille, and this trim right here is finished in the same color as this SUV. But yeah, I think it does look pretty good, and definitely much better than the Kona and the HR-V. But let's go ahead and move to the side, and let's show you the side view of this Toyota Cross. Here is a side view of this Toyota Cross, and honestly the side view looks pretty good, definitely much better than the competitors. But anyways guys, this LE trim actually has a decent looking rims. The size is 215/65/17, so there is a good amount of rubber, which I like. There is a good amount of plastic in the bottom, and all the window trims are finished in flat black, and I really like what Toyota did up there. It does say Toyota Cross, and even the tail light has Toyota Cross written in it, which I think is a very nice touch. The mirror is finished in the same color as this SUV, and there is a blind spot monitoring system and a turn signal indicator. And if you guys are curious about the ground clearance, the ground clearance is 8.1 inches. I think that's a good amount of ground clearance. And by the way, getting in and out of this SUV is very easy, so you basically slide into the seat. But let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll show you the back view of this Toyota Cross. Here is the back of this Toyota Cross, and honestly the back looks good. And for the tail lights, not everything right here in the back is LED, so the turn signal indicators are LED, but the running light is this bulb right here, and it is halogen. And even the reverse are halogen. And this part right here, this is actually not functional. I'm not sure if it is functional on the XLE trim. And there is the LE badge with all-wheel drive badge to the right, finished in chrome. And there is the Corolla Cross badge, or badges, on the left. And yeah, overall I think the design here in the back looks good. By the way, there's some roof rails I forgot to mention, finished in flat black, and the bumper is finished in flat black. Reflectors have an okay look to them, and I love the fact that Toyota made this trim the same color as this SUV. But yeah, overall I think this SUV looks pretty good. By the way, the backup camera is located right there, and the Toyota logo is finished in chrome. Wiper is very small, and the third brake light is located up there, and it does have that clear look to it. And by the way, it is LED. Here's the key of this Corolla Cross, and the key looks okay, finished in flat black, but does have a really nice weight to it. Anyways, it does have 3 buttons on it: lock, unlock, panic button, and the Toyota logo is in the bottom. There is no power lift gate, so the only way to open the lift gate is this button right here next to the backup camera. And the lift gate is very light and opens nice and quick. By the way, there is a handle up there, and inside there is a decent amount of space. I think more than the Kona, definitely more than the Kona, and more than the HR-V. And yeah, nice wide space, and there's even a good amount of storage places on the left and right. And there is a halogen light right here. There is no handles to drop the seats down, which is fine. This is a small SUV. And underneath there is the spare tire with the jack tools, and the jack is located all the way there. And there is a lot of cubbies right here, so a lot of storage places, which I really like. And let me go ahead and drop the seats down and show you the amount of space in this Cross with the seats down. Alright, so I just dropped the seats down, and they do go nice and flat, which I like. And yeah, there is just a ton of space in the back of this Cross. And even the loading floor is nice and low, so getting things in and out is very easy. But yeah, again guys, it is nice and wide, and there's just a ton of space with the seats down. Here is a door handle, and the door handle is finished in the same color as this SUV. There is a sensor right behind this door handle. That's how you unlock it. And to lock it, there is a sensor right here. Just go ahead and click on those two lines, and this will take care of locking this SUV. Here is the front door panel. The front door panel looks okay. Mostly everything is finished in plastic, so this is plastic, and honestly it does feel like very cheap plastic. There is this fake stitching on the plastic. The armrest is padded, wrapped in leather. All window switches are automatic up and down, which is good. And here are the mirror controls, door locks, everything looks fine. Door handle feels okay, and it is finished in flat black. And there is this brushed aluminum trim. Even the bottom is finished in plastic, which is fine. And there is a good amount of storage place, speaker, and I think you could get this Cross with JBL sound system for $2,400, and that adds like a moonroof. The seats are nice and comfortable, but I just don't like the fact that they are manual for $27,000. But let's go ahead and move inside this SUV, and I'll show you how it looks like from the inside. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2022 Toyota Cross, and honestly the inside looks good. And as I mentioned, the seats are nice and comfortable. The steering wheel has a really nice design to it, and it is wrapped in leather, which is nice. And there's this brushed aluminum right here in the bottom, and it actually wraps around, which is nice. And the Toyota logo is finished in chrome. It is actually a little bit on the bigger side. Anyways, on the left there is a few buttons: the volume controls, voice command, back button, phone control, and this those buttons right here will control that screen on the right. So you could go left and right, up and down. And gauges, they actually look very good in this Corolla Cross. And on the right is the safety features: lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, and you could increase and decrease the speed of the cruise control, sequence mode. And on the right is the wiper controls for the front and back. And by the way, this XLE trim has engine start stop, which is nice. And on the left is the headlight controls with the turn signal controls. And air vents look good. There is some brushed aluminum around them. This is finished in plastic, which is fine. And in the bottom there is the brightness control and the automatic high beam. And here is a screen. It's an 8-inch screen. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And Toyota system is okay. I'm not a big fan of it. It looks dated, to be honest with you. And yeah, it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is good. It is nice and responsive though. And here is the backup camera. The backup camera is nice and wide. And there is a volume knob, tune knob, some hard buttons on the left and right. And air vents look fine. There's this gloss black trim. And for the climate controls, very easy to use. There is an auto function with the temperature. It is one zone automatic climate control. And here is the fan speed. And you could change the modes from here: rear, front, off, AC. And you have the eco, heat, and cool. Basically it will lower the AC and the heat to save some gas. And there is this brushed aluminum underneath, which is, I think, a nice touch. And this right here is actually soft. It is that synthetic rubber material. It does feel like it's wrapped in leather. And this right here, this is actually plastic. This is plastic, which is fine. But yeah, overall I think the interior of this Corolla Cross looks good. There is one USB right here, and there is a wireless phone charger. I think That's good that Toyota added a wireless phone charger for 27 or 26,000. Here is the shifter that will control the CVT transmission in this Toyota Cross. There is an engine shut off, and there is a traction control button, and the gear goes into gears the shifter goes into gears very easy, so it is nice and smooth. And by the way, it does have plus and minus, and there is some brushed aluminum, gloss black, and by the way, the cup holders are okay size. The back one is actually bigger than the front, and it is deeper. Brake hold, e-brake, and the armrest is finished in cloth. It is nice and soft though. And inside there is a 12-volt and a very small storage place inside of this armrest. And here is the rear view mirror. It has nice thin bezels, which I like. And up here there is a few buttons, LED lights, which is impressive. And this right here will turn on all the lights in this Toyota Cross. And I really like what they did here. The light is not only here, it's all the way around, but it is nice and dim though. So I really like the lights in this SUV. And by the way, this button is to keep the lights off when the doors are open, SOS. And for the visor is nice and thick, and it is hard, but that's fine, but it does feel nice and solid. There's an extension right here, and there is a good size mirror, and this is LED, and it is nice and bright. But I'm really glad that Toyota made this light LED. They did not cheap out and made it halogen. Here is the back door panel, and the back door panel has the same design as the front. This top portion right here is plastic. The armrest is soft, wrapped in leather. This is plastic. The door handle, and here is the cup holder. As I said, all the windows are automatic up and down. There is no storage place in the bottom, and this is all finished in plastic. So I really wish that Toyota added a storage place in the bottom of this door. And here is the speaker, and the legroom actually is not too bad, but I'm really upset that Toyota did not put an armrest right here. And I think they should have for this mid trim. If it was the base trim, I would understand. Anyways, there is an LED light up there, so I'm glad that this light is LED. And in the back there is some air vents, and there is one USB-C, one USB type A, and that's how the front of this Toyota Cross looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2022 Toyota Corolla Cross. I would like to thank Tim and Wow Toyota here in Milford, Connecticut for providing me this SUV. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come and check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put the information, a link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time.